in my ass.
I just banged your wife?
Name of this garbage show again that I'm on.
Total Nonstop Impact.
My name's John, capital letter E, period, Bravo, and you're listening to the Total Nonstop Impact podcast.
This is the jaw-jacking Tuesday Night Impact, and his mother called him son because he shines like one. Mocha skin manimal, Rohit Raju, and you are watching Total Nonstop Impact.
This is Taya La Güera Loca, and you are listening to Total Nonstop Impact.
The Walking Weapon, Josh Alexander, and you're listening to Total Nonstop Impact.
We are the Rascals, and you are listening to Total
Nonstop
Impact podcast, baby.
Woo! And what you're really listening to is Total Nonstop Impact. Don't you dare miss a lesson. Oh, yeah.
What's up, Impact Wrestling? Let's make some noise!
Sitting here, you guys got a 15-minute intro of putting yourselves over while I'm sitting here and watching Jaybone and Kaylon and you're 50. I never saw a 15-minute intro of three guys putting themselves over.
This is the good stuff.
Welcome, everybody, to Nonstop Impact Talk for Impact. This we do right here on the TNI Network. This is the flagship show. This is Trent, Jaybone, Bill, and Alicia. It is the Impact on Access TV review for 12/1/2020. God damn it, it is December already. Holy shit, it's December. This year's over, guys. This year's 2020. This year's basically over. It's recorded to be the worst year in our generation's history, is what people are saying. I don't know if I kind of agree. I think. Who am I kidding? It's fucking terrible. But except for the fact that our show has done really well this year, so I'm not going to say it's
and Impact's done very well this year.
Impact's done well. TNI's done well. No shots fired there, but it's a terrible year for the world, right, Jaybone? Jaybone hasn't left the house in 8 months. He's just sitting pretty.
I'm just sitting here biting my nails. No, I actually got out of the house today. Mrs. Jaybone made some homemade advent calendars for the kids. So we went and delivered those this afternoon and got dinner and came back in plenty of time to watch today's Impact Wrestling. So yeah.
Wait, how do I get one of those advent calendars? I'm sure Alicia and Bill also want one. Can we get some advent calendars, Jaybone?
Well, she already had some others see these advent calendars, and she already has about 5 or 6 others that she has to make by the end of the week. So I'll have to put you on a waiting list, Trent. Sorry, brother.
How about this, Jaybone? I'm gonna do a solid because I love these two here. We're all one big family. I want you to tell Mrs. Jaybone, put it on my tab. I will pay her to ship the 3 of us on me advent calendar. Custom advent calendar. I'll pay her for it, Jaybone.
Well, there was a little thing, side thing.
They have to be wrestling theme, by the way. Did I mention that? They have to be Impact Wrestling theme. She's got to have to make them Impact themed. Did I mention that part, Jay? Like they have to have like knockouts and X Division folks and Ingrid. Everybody's got to be in there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Christmas.
The sound bites have started early, guys. Go ahead, Jay. I want you to work on this stuff. After we get off the air tonight, I want you to smooth talk her. I want you to slide into bed. You're like, listen here, babe. I got an offer you can't refuse. And she's like, not now. It's late. Not that offer. The advent calendar offer. Are you willing to take this on, Jaybone?
The late night smooth bone.
Jesus Christ! You know, hit that Jiminy Christmas one more time. But
sorry, folks. No, she made a
Jiminy Christmas.
Yeah, there we go. She made a bunch of little Christmas pins too, and actually, I was discussing with her the possible starting up a pin business for our podcasts. So that's something we discussed as well.
I like this. I like where we're going here, Jay. This is good stuff. Alicia, what's going on with you? Happy December.
Happy December. It's a Tuesday. Pretty uneventful. I bought a new couch today.
Look at this. This is some adult shit. She gets engaged and now couches. What's next? Appliances? What's the next in line here? Usually appliances are next.
Oh, well, we're house shopping, so I guess that would be it.
This happens. I swear to God. Bill, you and I don't know anything about this. I mean, I wasn't married long enough to know anything about this. But yeah, you know, we don't
buy a couch.
Yeah, we might buy a couch. Yeah, you know, 10 years ago, it's still running. You know, that's how it works with guys of bachelor pads. You just buy one couch until like you do get married, and then like the wife makes you throw that scummy couch out because he only wants to know what happened on that couch. But yeah, for now, we're running down that couch, right, Bill? I mean, the couch, the 10-year-old couch. Then maybe the appliances.
Yeah, maybe not 10 yet, but
work with me, Bill. Just go with it, please. I'm asking you just to work with me, Bill. I need
it's a good.
That becomes.
You know what? You might be right. It might be 10 years. Who knows? Maybe a good 8 years.
What's his name again, Alicia?
Who? My fiance?
Yeah.
Stefan.
Stefan. That becomes Stefan's couch when you become upset at him.
That's right. That's right. He has to test that couch, make sure it's comfortable. Because if he fucks up, he's got to be on that couch.
Nah. I'm the one who snores, so I'll be sleeping on the couch.
Nice. Well, what's going on, guys, in the chat? TNI. What's happening? It's Tuesday. It's our favorite day of the week. It's Impact Day. This has been this last stretch. I'm talking like up till this Wrestle House finale, which kind of isn't over yet, technically, because Larry D still hasn't been charged. So I don't know what's going on yet. But
Officer Dreamer's on the case.
Yeah, so it's not over. Like Wrestle House is still not done. Like I thought we got the series finale, season finale.
Season 2, man. You got to build the season 2.
I'm okay with this.
I like it. I like it a lot. It's been an interesting run. It was an interesting episode today. So, but at the top of the show, you guys probably saw the graphic. It's Rest in Peace, Bob Ryder. Today's show, our show, Impact, dedicated to the memory of Bob Ryder. For those who don't know, this is the guy who not only was like the Impact employee from like day one, did everything, but also pretty much the guy who invented wrestling on the internet. So first, OneWrestling.com was like the first internet wrestling website, Prodigy Chats, CompuServe. This is going way back, guys. He is the guy who started interaction via the internet for wrestling. So he is a pioneer in professional wrestling. And I swear to God, what a vital part of Impact and TNA. I met him once at a show. My personal connection to him was in the early Asylum days. I used to talk to him via email back and forth about what DVDs to put out. And he would communicate with me. I'm like, hey, would you ever think about putting out a Best of Abyss? And he's like, yeah, it's in the works. What matches would you want to see on it? And like, we'd go back and forth. And I was told Mark, and I was like, yeah, this dude's responding to me. I'm like, how about a Best of AJ Styles, volume 17? He's like, already coming up, like shit like that. I'm like, hey, you're thinking about putting out the best of like Michael Shane? He's like, no, we haven't actually. I'm like, damn, all right, well, I guess moving on from that. But
that's like pretty cool, though. I mean, you're not going to get that in any other company. Seriously,
dude, he was super cool. Just the stories that have come out about him, about how much he did for the roster, was incredible. Like how he would answer the phone at 3:00 in the morning. People were like, "Shit, I can't get a hotel. I'm on the road last minute." He'd like rebook them flights, all sorts of stuff. Total gem, man. Like that's who you want on your team. And condolences to his friends and family, the entire Impact roster. I know they're all really, really down about this. So and again, if you guys aren't familiar with his history in wrestling, I honestly go read up about it. He's a very interesting character, man. He started what's now podcasts. He started that with WCW Live back in the day. That was like essentially the first wrestling podcast. He started all that. So along with a very young Jeremy Borash, a frosted tips Jeremy Borash.
You mean like Desire?
Desire, yes. For those who don't know that reference, on the Throwback Show on Thursday, Desire was one of the original Impact TNA knockouts. Used to come out Sonny Siaki. And every time she'd come out, Jeremy Borash would be like, Sonny Siaki, accompanied by Desire. Very oddly sexy way of announcing Desire. I'm like, this is some total schoolboy crush he's got going on here. but no, it was good. But anyway, rest in peace, Bob Ryder. Thank you for all you did. And so let's move to news. Jaybone, you got a little news. I'm going to play the jingle if you're ready. It's going on. You better be ready, Jaybone. These are cues. This is what's called pitching to you. If you're ready, you gotta give me the nod. I need you to make up something if you don't have it. I'm playing the fucking jingle. People want to hear the jingle. Here it goes, Jaybone's news, everybody.
Need a safe
Jiminy
word.
Christmas. And now, Jaybone's news. I cut him off because he was about to say he didn't have any news. But hopefully he lies to us and tells us there is news tonight. Anyway, make up something, Jaybone. Entertainment. Take it away.
Searching for my fake wrestling news.
It's going to be fake because you're going to make something up, but make it up anyway.
Well, that it sounds like any other dirt sheet out there.
Exactly. It's basically a dirt sheet. What they've done to Bob Ryder's internet wrestling legacy by lying on the internet to us with these dirt sheets is terrible. You guys should have kept it honorable like Bob did back in the day. Go ahead, Jay.
Right? So we did talk about this Sunday night, but I know not everybody tunes in for the Sunday night dinner, aka the Impact Plus Weekly. But you should absolutely be here because we try to make it unique, personal with the people in the chat, everyone, So we talked about the sad news of Jimmy Rave has retired, former TNA, Ring of Honor, CZW, New Japan. He's all over the place. In his 20 years, I think.
20 years, man. He's been
20 years.
Probably some early days, right, on the East Coast.
And we even saw him on some of the first ones we reviewed for the NWA TNA throwbacks from the Asylum.
He's definitely in those first 50 shows. We're on number 50 this week. He's in those first 50, man. So he was an early TNA guy, which people don't really they remember for the Rock and Rave infection later on, but not that early run. He was in the Asylum too.
Yeah. So sad news. He had to retire because he had an infection in his left arm and they had to amputate his arm above his left elbow. So his in-ring career is retired. The GoFundMe, if you look up Jimmy Rave on the GoFundMe, you'll find someone set up Someone set up a GoFundMe for Jimmy Rave, and it's already bringing in thousands of dollars. I think they set a goal for 20. Last I checked, it was closing in on 4K, which is a nice start,
Very cool.
Considering, we're in a holiday weekend, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all that kind of stuff going on.
Right
and
on.
people still find it in their hearts to show some love to a veteran like Jimmy Rave. Even if you can't help him, share the GoFundMe, folks. Share the GoFundMe. And this is something you brought up Sunday night too. One of our devoted followers, watchers, listeners, Adam Impact. There he is in the chat. I see him.
He's a friend of the show, man.
Friend of the family. He's doing an is it eBay?
Yeah, eBay.
I don't know if it's eBay.
I think he has one on eBay and one on another site.
OfferUp, I think.
OfferUp is the second one. Yep.
Okay. That's the one I couldn't think of. Thank you. He's doing he's selling stuff, and whatever money he collects for it, it's wrestling merchandise. Whatever money he brings in for it, he's donating to the Jiminy Christmas. What's her name? Sabu.
Super
yeah.
Mrs. Sabu.
Sabu.
Because she also had a horrific accident and lost a leg.
She lost her leg. It's tough, man. What's going on right now?
All these things happening. It's very sad. So yeah, it was a triple whammy over the course of the last couple of weeks between her, Bob Ryder, Jimmy Rave.
Yeah.
All this sad news. I think we've got some updated stuff for next week as far as a positive. I mean, the show for next week is already looks like it's slamming.
Yeah, next week's building up real nice. You got Final Resolution coming up next week as well. With the super shows on Impact Plus, like these are feeling like this reminds me of Clash of Champions. I was WCW. I know Alicia, you watched WCW back in the day. Clash of Champions was fun for that reason. It was like a pay-per-view between a pay-per-view, and it was cool. And that's what these are feeling like. It's like keeping us busy. It's keeping the roster busy. The word's going out there. I think the cards are awesome, huh, Bill? Like Turning Point was fucking fantastic.
Oh yeah. Well, Victory Road, Turning Point, Final Resolution. We'll go over it as a get because they've announced the main event. They've announced the cards looking stacked for Final Resolution. So they're not taking their foot off the gas. And I'm with you. I remember you bring up Clash of Champions. I remember my first trip to Orlando, Florida, with my parents when I was, I don't know, probably talking like 1989, something like that. It's probably 9 or 10 years old. Mm-hmm. And I remember I was not interested in the theme parks. TBS was on the TV.
Well, big surprise there.
Champions.
Big surprise that Bill didn't want to go on the roller coaster, rather go see wrestling. Was that at the where was that at? Was that the Universal? That was a soundstage at Universal too?
Well, no. They would not have taken me to a live show. This was just to watch it on TBS because we didn't have TBS in Philadelphia.
That's funny, man.
The Superstation did not exist.
What year would that have been? You remember?
It was probably 88, 89.
Oh, so you're talking the first Clash.
Yeah.
Like 88. Yeah. Holy shit.
It was like, you heard all the hubbub about it. So it was like, oh, man, gotta see this. TBS, baby.
Funny you mentioned that because I was in Orlando on a Disney Universal trip with the family when the last Clash aired in '97, number 35, I want to say. And I remember staying in the hotel room. I'm like, we're going out to dinner on the beach. I'm like, fuck that. Dean Malenko fighting Rey Mysterio. My mom's like, what the hell is wrong with you? We're on
top priority of the summer.
Top priority list. Touch a mark, man.
This just broke less than an hour, folks.
What do we got?
Little share screen-a-rooney here, folks.
Go ahead, Jay. What do you got?
We got the main event.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was referring to. It's big.
Oh, shit. It's announced?
We can look at that.
Wow.
They booked it. Chris Bay versus Rich Swann. And
it's a dope graphic.
I was going to say, look at that. How about that graphic, huh? Holy shit.
That is literally on fire. And we also got Paige versus Carl Anderson.
Unreal, man.
Those guys are going to knock it out of the freaking park. I literally can't decide which one I want to see more because both these matches are going to be dope.
Dude, I love the graphic. That's already selling me on it. But to be honest, I'm like the graphic just sold me. It's cool.
Yeah, my eyes are drawn to like every part of it. It's really good.
Especially those cool like Back to the Future 2 visor shades that that Swan's rocking there. I like that, man. That's cool. Very neat. Very, very neat. Good point by Critical Sting. Bay is going to be on 2 shows on that day. The New Japan J Cup and Final Resolution. Dude,
I gotta know what time the J Cup's starting because me and Jay were talking about during the watch along.
Oh,
there's a ton of wrestling on the 12th, and I mean a ton.
Yeah, Triple Mania too. It's like, geez, Louise,
a lot going on.
And that's kind of a bummer because I usually review that over on my Smash This podcast. So with everything going on, I don't think I'm going to be able to this year.
No.
Very nice. And then we confirmed right here. I was about to say Critical Sting's put this out. Dan Burgess is the GOAT. Dan is the guy who does all the graphics for Impact. All these cool graphics you see, that's all Dan. He's on Twitter. I don't remember his. I think it's just Dan Burgess on Twitter.
Yeah, I follow him. Hold on a sec.
Give the guy some support. He does some amazing work in the graphics department. So
I went to school with a Dan Burgess. He punched me in the face once.
That could be the guy, Jaybone. Then again, I think people would want to punch you in the face just for looking at him funny sometimes, Jaybone. Jesus,
he's fat.
Yeah, you go around insulting people, Jaybone. That's what happens. Okay, take it easy.
At your fight page on Twitter.
At your fight page on Twitter. All right, cool. All right, take it easy. Bone, relax. Now I gave you a mission for later tonight. I need you to take care of that. No more slipping. What did you say earlier? What was that whole thing? You slip, bone slipping, smooth bone. What the hell were you talking about?
What?
What are you talking? You said the smooth bone. What the hell were you saying, J-Bone?
Get the eggplant emojis out of here.
I'm gonna bang his wife.
J-Bone, take it easy. Would you relax? This is getting out of hand with you.
Jiminy
I'm not even the one hitting these buttons. All right, Jaybone.
All right, XB Dog confirmed it there. 7 p.m. Pacific, so 10 p.m. for the J Cup.
Nice, nice.
You guys swing?
In theory, that should be on right after or close to after the final resolution.
Yeah, it might be an hour in, something like that.
We'll probably do a review. Most likely, will be a review for that. Maybe a watch along too. If you guys want to do a watch along with us, we'll do a watch along. We'll do a reaction watch along. So we can't obviously we can't co-stream it. So we'll do a reaction. You guys seem to like the reaction. It's like hanging out with a bunch of people while you watch. So we'll do one of those too. We'll get those going. So join us for that on the 12th. Depending on what Jaybone. What are you wiping off your face, Jaybone? I hit this, and all of a sudden I see Jaybone wipe his face. I don't know what's going on with you, Jaybone. What's happening here?
It splashed me.
My God.
I'm a mess.
Take it easy. All right, Bill, start this off. All right, we're doing the Impact on Access TV review 12/1/2020. Kicked it off. Tag team action tonight. It was XXXL, AC and Larry D. A guilty Larry D, by the way. Let's put. I want to talk. Taking on Motor City Machine Guns. Alicia, how the fuck does Larry D not still have a match when he's guilty of shooting Johnny Bravo?
You know what? I got a lot of questions in regards to the plot holes in this storyline.
We talked about this on Sunday, right? You mentioned this. I think you brought this up too. You're like, isn't this guy convicted of shooting? Like, how does he have a match?
How does he have a match? But also, Johnny's up and walking, no problem. Everything's back to normal with him, and we got a murderer with a split personality. Just wrestling matches.
My God.
No big thing. It's just another day at Impact.
Just a patsy.
What is happening? Is my thing. What is happening?
I definitely sense a heel turn coming from one half of XXXL. Not sure if the other one's on board with that yet, but it's all very interesting.
It seems like it. It's there's something going on there. By the way, the nurse is asking publicly if she can join the Final Resolution podcast. Yes, here's your invite. Let's see if you have to watch it actually this time. You have to be there watching it. So if you can watch it, you can be there. But yes, there's something going on with that XXXL. Even I gotta say, first off, the match was awesome. Bill, can we agree on this? Your boy Sabin and the hoodie you're wearing there is a Chris Sabin hoodie. I don't know how these two haven't aged at all.
Nah.
In years. They don't age.
On Twitch, I don't know if it was on Access as well, because we got some extra flashbacks during some of the breaks. They went back to one of the 2010 Final Resolution with the Motor City Machine Guns against Generation Me. And it's like, is there a difference in these two guys? They look exactly the same.
Dude, it's
from 10 years ago. And it was great to see Shelley coming off the injury looking as good as he did in the match.
Yeah, man.
I was shocked.
Yeah, Jay, well, you guys talking about, you guys did the watch along on Twitch at twitch.tv/Total Nonstop Impact. You guys were Jay, you were reacting to that pretty strong, like how he just looked for a guy who was pretty banged up about a month ago. He didn't lose a step at all, huh?
No, I mean, I wasn't expecting to see him until after Hard to Kill, to be honest. I mean, I didn't want to assume anything, especially when it comes to something with your neck.
True.
And I know about the neck.
Yeah,
the instant
neck. Fucking instant neck, man. But it was a great match. My only question is here, what was weird about it was the Guns won, right? The Guns won, but I'm like, I felt like this is XXXL's momentum like Larry D getting the.
They look good. They look good.
They look great. I'm not gonna say they didn't look good. They all look strong.
Well, this is what I was telling Jay during the watch along. I was like, are they the new Rascals, XXXL? Now, at first, I think Jay thought that was an insult, but I actually, to me, I think that was praise, because I said the Rascals were always, you have the Good Brothers, the champs, you have the North, the long champs, and you got the Motor City Machine Guns, the legends. They're next. The Rascals were the next team. So now, are XXXL that fourth team? Because right now, Madman and Ace are MIA. Did they take their spot as the fourth in the pecking order right now? But that's a great space to be in right now, even though they lost.
Yeah. But then, did we end up with like we had with the Rascals, or Ace and Fulton, right, Alicia, where they're like the lost team then. It's
yeah, could be.
You're just kind of there doing stuff and everybody likes you, but it's like, where's your momentum gonna have? Like we see with Ace and Fulton, which is really bothering this group right here, by the way, everybody. The whole Ace and Fulton thing, it seems very derailed right now.
Yeah.
And we're just kind of like, what the hell came of this? And we're really questioning, like,
there's
what
Ace and Fulton. They appeared.
There you go.
Hey, we had him on the show.
We have tried
Is that a cameo? Does that count as a cameo?
No, it doesn't. We have tried to get Ace on, and I've personally, I'm like, hey, you gonna come on? He's like, we gotta clear it with Ross because he's really stiff about it. So you gotta make sure. He's like, I'm down to do it. I'm like, cool. And I cannot get Ross to release Ace for this show at all. I don't know what it is. He doesn't want to let Ace go.
Could be wild. Wild about Ace.
We've had a lot of stuff happen in between too. We've had a few pay-per-views. We've had a lot of news.
Yeah,
there's a lot of stuff happening over the last handful of months that we've talked about having it on, and then COVID happened. Tapings got kind of wonky, kind of unpredictable. So yeah, I mean, there was all that stuff that had to do with it. It wasn't all just somebody didn't come on the show. No, there's a lot of different factors. So
yeah. See, we don't know. Who knows what's going on? This is a good point. The swing man, who is backstage, by the way, and knows everything, is saying that they could be with us. Are we officially calling the team us? We'll get to. We're gonna get to the. I want to wait on the Eric Young. Yeah. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on.
I just love Swinger's new icon there with him holding the strap.
It's his Twitter icon. That's his Twitter avatar. He's him holding the belt. I don't even know where that picture would have been taken.
Was that him holding a fanny pack? Now the belt? I don't know.
It's the belt, man. Like, where did that come from?
That's priceless.
Swinger was great on this episode too.
Yo, Adrian, we did it.
That's what that fits. Look at this picture. It's exactly what it looks like. It looks like Rocky at the end of Rocky IV, holding the American flag, like just representing his entire country because he just ended the Cold War. Swing man, dude. Swing man.
Cheers, Survivor, Daddy.
I'm a little off on XXXL not getting the win. I thought this was a momentum build. You beating the Guns is an instant elevation because even the Rascals didn't do that.
Real quick.
Yeah, but it would have been the Guns didn't need the win. That's my only thing. I just didn't feel like the Guns needed it on this one. You kind of go ahead.
I think there's a bigger picture here when it comes to Ace and especially Lawrence D. There's a lot going on with him right now. He knocked out Tommy. Wait, did we get to that yet, or didn't we?
Not yet. It's later on. It's after this. We're about.
It was after this. I apologize. Okay. Well, I mean that's part of the bigger picture here. Is that there's something going on with Larry. He's guilty of shooting Bravo, and this loss and his relationship with AC, I think, is all going to come into play over the next several weeks, or maybe sooner rather than later. But still,
here's another odd question for you guys and everybody in the chat. Because the two of them are losing weight, is do you end up killing off the name? Because it's like, well, you're not really XXXL anymore. Larry D's posted on Twitter that he just fit into an XL today. And I was like,
he's looking very svelte.
I'm like, shit, well, you're really not XXXL anymore if you're fitting into an XL. So I'm like, fuck. I don't think you can do the team anymore, man. It's over. But
they're still doing the gimmick with the entrance and the camera and everything. It makes them look and feel like they're still a force to be reckoned with. Larry's carrying the chain around him. It's got that old school feel to it.
Okay, well, we'll see, man.
It's tough. They're both tough.
We'll see where it goes. This is interesting. I'm not really sure what we're doing with it, but we'll find out sooner than later. We go outside. D'Amore confronts Sammy and Shamrock for their heinous act on Eddie Edwards last week. And D'Amore tells Shamrock he's suspended for a month. That's kind of weird. It's like, damn, that's that whole taping pretty much. He's gone for the taping. And Sammy's like, just go to the hotel, relax, and then Shamrock's like, I'd fucking take you out if I could right now, but I'm not gonna. And Sammy's like, don't worry about it, I got it. And that was it. So Sammy walks in. Bill, I heard you on the watch along say that security ain't no red shirt security. Like
it ain't no red shirt security. Yeah, this had me going. This one. There was one security guard that took the time to check his hair during. I
didn't even see that. Are you serious?
Made sure the coif was okay.
Oh, come on, man.
His backing up was not good. It was not good. It was it was bad. It was bad. That guy's got to go. Red shirt security, bring him back.
I got it pulled up here. I'm about to look at it right now. I'm trying to see. Well, there was 2 security guards with Scott.
Yeah, it's one of the guys behind them. It's one of the guys you don't see in the initial shot.
Okay, I see him right here. The redheaded guy?
No, not the redheaded guy.
No, dark hair.
The dark hair guy.
I think he's got tats up the arms.
I see him.
He's got a sleeve.
Terrible. Terrible. Fire that kid. Ingrid, get him out of here. Cut his mic, cut his legs, cut his job. He's done. He ain't gonna work another day in this town.
The coach needs better security.
Coach needs better security, man. Go ahead, Alicia. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, he does, because Sammy shoulder blocked Scott, and they all just kind of raised fists, like they were gonna psych him out.
That's what this guy was doing his hair.
This guy doing his hair. What the hell is with that shit? That's terrible. Yeah, you got this punk kid who's like, I'm gonna be on TV, man. I want to look good on TV, and he's fixing his hair. What the fuck is that? Fired.
Ingrid said, "Show her who it is on the screen."
We'll get a big red circle.
Jay, if you can pull it, I think we can share a Twitter clip. We won't get flagged for the Twitter clip if you show it off of Twitter. YouTube's not going to give us shit for that. If you want to pull it up real quick, we can share that and show Ingrid, and just Ingrid can fucking fire this guy. We'll find it. See if you can pull that up in a second.
Yeah, hopefully he's not on Explosion next week.
He's probably gonna be, and then we're gonna try to tag him. Hey, watch this guy's match. I'm like, go fuck you guys, man.
Trying to get me fired.
Stop doing your hair on camera.
Remember we had that one guy on? The guy looked like Kyle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Speaking of hacks that they extras, we gave the guy a cue.
Love that guy.
Wow, do you?
He's a creep.
He's a creep. Yeah, he sure was. We give the guy a cue. We're like, hey man, we need you to do this. So we're play along with the skit a little bit. Did nothing. Stared into the camera like a zombie. Unreal. Look at this. Hakeem's like, damn, you guys are roasting an unknown security guard. He's probably watching right now. Just hates his life. Sorry, man. Sorry. Fired up today.
Got it here.
All right, go ahead, Dave.
When you see it.
I want you to call this out. Pull from the Twitter feed now. It says that YouTube's going to kill us.
No, it's Twitter. It's the Twitter box.
Pull it up.
It's not even full screen, a Rooney.
Perfect. Share that shit. All right, here we go.
All
right, watch this. Here we go. Here.
Trying to get the volume up here.
Par for the course. Last week, you guys were way out of line. You with Eddie. You with D'Lo to an official? That's too much. You're suspended. 30 days. He's blaming me. If you don't like it, I can make it.
I'll see when he comes in the screen.
Sammy.
Hey! Oh, you think these chumps are gonna stop us from coming in?
Try the hard way.
You know what?
I've been thinking. The hard way.
None of them.
You need a vacation.
He's off camera.
Yeah.
You book the first plane to Bermuda. It's a great time. You can do whatever you want there. There's no laws. So this is what I need you to do. Take the keys, go back to the hotel.
Yeah. It's when Sammy goes through.
I'd smash these chumps, but since you got the pen and paper, that's okay. But when I come back,
the pen and paper,
I'll be laying my hands on somebody. You can count on that.
I kind of wish Shamrock chose the hard way.
Yeah,
that guy.
Now, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
All right, wait.
Oh, that's not it.
Well, was there a second scene with security?
That was it.
Yeah, that was the Alicia scene.
Oh, it was the Alicia
That's later
scene.
in the show, yeah.
I mixed up the security scenes. My bad.
Whatever. He's still that little.
But that's the guy. That is the guy.
At the time, with the way he's like, I'm gonna fucking. He's like
the psych out. The psych out, bro.
Yeah. We'll get
it's
to
like
the
what
other one.
bullies do in high school.
Jay, we'll put the other one too.
flinch.
Yeah, exactly. Whole high school bully psych bullshit. Jaybone, get the other one ready. We're gonna share that one in a second. But we go to a healthy and recovered John E. Brown.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, okay. I was trying to remember what Alicia's seen. Yeah, I got it.
All right, we go to John E. Bravo, healthy and recovered. Not like as Alicia pointed out, not showing any signs of being shot whatsoever. Fucking running around,
He
yelling.
recuperates like a champ.
Oh, and he's like Wolverine, man, just regenerated.
He's like
regenerated.
a fancy shirt wearing Wolverine.
He is. He is.
It's that Jogo gear.
Oh, I got it.
It's that Jogo gear, man. He confronts Larry. He's like, "What the fuck? You tried to kill me, son of a bitch!" And he's like, "No. It's just Lawrence Delicious. You know, yeah, he killed him, or he tried to kill him and all that because he was in love with Rosemary." Tommy breaks up the fight between Bravo and Larry. Dreamer does not believe Larry D, who claims he said it was set up. He's like, "It wasn't me, man. I was set up." Man.
We'll
like,
play it when we get to this segment.
Yeah, we will.
That's coming up. I got it queued though.
All right, good.
Yeah, a couple people in the chat are rewatching it, and they're confirming all of our talking points.
Critical Sting said it's the virgin blood.
It is the virgin blood.
That's why it regenerates him.
Hey,
that is so true.
Extra.
Is that still? Bill, go ahead and play that clip. We got this.
Well, we only have the one extra. Didn't the second extra get
it disappeared? Oh, Kyle comes in here. He doesn't come on the show. He comes in here and just takes away our sound bites. That's funny.
Extra virgin olive oil.
The extra virgin olive oil heals all. But no. So Larry claims that he was set up. Dreamer's not buying it. He's like, "You're full of shit. There's no way. He shoves Bravo out of. He's like, tells Bravo to go. He's like, "No, get out of here. Calm down, relax." But Tommy pulls out a badge. He's like, "This is why I have the right to do it." And he's like, "There's no badge in there." He's like, "Oh yeah." And he points to his shirt. He points to his shirt. He's like, "Oh, not a real cop. Oh, well, I got the shirt, the police shirt. Look, I wasn't a real cop. I'm not a real judge. Whatever. But I'm gonna figure this out. I'm gonna get you, Larry D. It's happening. You are guilty for this whole thing." But then Larry attacks Tommy. Bill, he attacks Tommy. Everybody attacks Tommy. Why does everybody pick on Tommy?
Poor Tommy.
But
he goes down. He goes down. The punch, man.
And he gets him with the punch because like Tommy's kind of talking him out, and he's like, "All right, don't worry, we're gonna figure this out, and don't go anywhere." And Larry just hits him with that best hand in the house, takes him out. But the best part, Alicia, the whole thing was Bravo running in over a prone Tommy Dreamer and just doing We need to get the Bravo no in here now too. That's the thing. I like Bravos too, though.
There's a ton of sound bites from this week. Kyle's got a hell of a week ahead of him.
Yes, there are a lot, man. Especially Swinger. We're gonna get to that.
He's gonna earn his pick this week.
We get to the back. We're continuing the Knockouts Tag Team Title Tournament, setting that up, and it's gonna be Killer Kelly and Renee Michelle taking on Jordynne Grace and Jazz. Her debut for Impact. This is Jazz's debut. Veteran Jazz, man, who came out with a cool fucking robe. That was awesome. I like that. That was cool as shit. Did she
looked
wear
dope
that?
Overall.
She did, man. Did she wear that like everywhere? Or is that a new?
Yeah,
is that new gear?
at least the last couple years, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. No, that's cool, man. These four ladies killed it. Absolutely killed it.
Mm-hmm.
Killer Kelly is the shit. I just got right, Alicia. Like
her and Jordynne against each other did a phenomenal job. They all did. Don't get me wrong. I was really impressed with Renee Michelle. This is like my first time really seeing her in a match, and I liked what I saw. I hope these are potentials for the knockouts division.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. These they were just so good. Like this Jazz looked fantastic. Like they all had it, like ladies got it in this company, man. They are. It is the greatest women's division in wrestling since it started. Bottom line, like any incarnation has always surpassed everybody else. I don't care what honestly, this has been the division since 2007, and it continues on.
Yeah.
Like, I swear to God, like you lose a knockout to whatever reasons, like we lost Kylie to personal reasons, and it's like there's 4 new ladies. Check it out.
Yeah.
Fuck. Like, all right.
We keep it moving.
Progress. And just constant progress.
There's a lot of talent in women's wrestling right now, and I'm glad Impact showcases them in a really good light too.
Yeah. And I think people can agree, Jay, I think you've mentioned this too in the past, that, and the guys in the chat, I think you guys can agree to this too. It's been one thing with Impact, they let them be what they are. They let them be the best that they are. Like, they know what they're good at. It's like, here, go do what makes you good. We know you know how to get yourself over, so go do it.
Yeah,
it's like they don't try to micromanage them.
They emphasize their strengths, and if there are weaknesses, they work on them. Like in Wrestle House, you know, like Alicia is a perfect example of that. You know, where maybe she wasn't the strongest on the mic, but she was okay in the ring. So, you know, they boosted her character in several segments, and like even tonight, completely stood out. You know, and she didn't even have a match. You know, she attacked Sammy. It was like, oh my God.
Yeah. I can't wait.
Comment from Adams does it all. Right here. Look at this. I'm so proud my daughter gets to see these strong ass talented women. You know, Adam's got a young daughter.
Yeah, there you go.
And he says, like, she really gets inspired by watching these women. It's like, dude, if you had a daughter and she's getting inspired by strong women on TV, like, what better example what better honor could you have as a knockout or somebody who works with these knockouts? Like, Adam, put that out there on Twitter or something. We're gonna fucking retweet that and tag everybody on Impact. I want them to see that because that's something cool as shit that they should all know and be really proud of. And he's got a super adorable daughter, by the way. She's been on the watch along.
Adam, don't let her watch that 3-hour show on Monday nights where, you know, you got that you got that one diva that just injures everybody. You know, that's dumb.
Yeah,
keep running Impact.
You watch fucking Killer Kelly, who looked like an absolute badass today. I got total Kurt Angle vibes from her. Bill, there was one part where she like smirked at the camera, and it reminded me of Kurt Angle smirking.
Yeah, during the watch along, as I said, that's exactly the smirk that Kurt Angle would do with the mouth guard. It was the exact same thing. So obviously, I think everybody's saying it here. If you look at social media, not only Jordynne was saying like FFS sign Killer Kelly.
Yeah.
Eric Tompkins was saying we need to see her every Tuesday night. There's hopefully this isn't all like a ruse. How they don't sign her right now would just be a travesty, honestly. She's a star, and there's no you can nitpick if you want, but she's a star in that division. There's no doubt that you can just once again you lose somebody and you can shake the tree and find another star that easily, just like they did with Deonna, is talent and luck. And they got both of them. And they got to take advantage of it.
Absolutely, man. I think it's the timing couldn't have been better to really just capitalize on this stuff. It's like you have an opportunity right now with these tag team titles, with, you know, a couple knockout shifting characters and stories. It's like you have an opportunity to build some new knockouts, super strong. This is it. So sign them up and like lock them in, you know, get them in here. Hopefully that happens. We go from that, guys, to so now they're getting the two. So Jazz and Jordynne do win. The veteran team wins. The newbies are still paying their dues a little bit here. So the veterans, cool to see that Jazz is going to have another match in Impact. I'm like, it just blows my mind, right? I first saw her in ECW, but I didn't, and I saw her a little bit in up north, but not too much. Alicia, did you follow her like pretty much through that run too? Because I was more watching her in ECW than anything else.
Yeah. And I remember her run through WWE.
Yeah, because she was pretty successful. Did she a Hall of Famer? I don't remember. Did she?
No.
No, okay.
No.
Should be. Talk
might?
about someone who's paid her dues in the business and is still going strong.
For real, man. What a cool
She
chick.
looks phenomenal.
She could move in there. I was really impressed with how well she was still going in there. Because she was supposed to retire this year, right? That originally that was her idea. Excuse me, that was her idea to retire this year. So for someone who was about to hang it up, good for her.
Yeah, I mean, every hit she put out, man, I was physically wincing because it looked like it hurt. She's great.
Yeah, she's awesome, man. I'm looking forward to that. We're gonna get this right now in a second. Ingrid just had Bravo she just watched Security Guard segment. Lich hit him in the neck and shoulder area, and he was selling it like, "Oh shit, what is hitting me?" And then she just had Bravo watch it too. So Jaybone's got
Ingrid's on it.
Well, we will have the chat be the judge here.
We're gonna watch it
now. Once again, we're watching the watch along. Maybe we only caught parts of it, but Lish may have messed his hair up. I don't know. We'll see.
All right, we're gonna get there. We got 2 more little segments to talk, and then we'll get to it. So Jazz and Jordynne do win. They advance. They're gonna meet Havoc and Nevaeh. Honestly, that's a great semifinal. Havoc and Nevaeh and Kira and Tasha are my favorites on this. I am so torn on who I want to take this. So we'll see how it goes after next week. We go to Ethan Page backstage, super furious, all over the place. Pissed off at Swoggle, or he's pissed off at the match with Swoggle. He admits that he took out Gallows. And he challenges Carl Anderson for a match of Final Resolution, and if Page wins, he and Josh get another tag team title shot. I'm going to be honest, personally, Ethan Page is a great promo. I didn't like this too much. I felt this was really, it dragged on a little bit, and it didn't, I don't know, I kind of got lost during it. It kind of lost me in the middle of it. I don't know about you guys. Maybe I'm alone. You guys in the chat tell me, but Alicia, let me start with you on this.
No, I'm going to agree with you on that. And from what I'm seeing in the chat, they all seem to think it's like he's losing his mind, an altered ego train of thought.
Yeah.
I could see the spiraling into insanity.
If that's what it was set to do, then I'm wrong. Because I saw it for something different. But if that's what we're kind of going for, like he's losing his mind, he's like so out of it, then I can see where it went. Go ahead, Jay. Oh, sorry. Alicia has one more thing.
Oh, no. Yeah. Finish what you were going to say. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I mean, maybe I wouldn't say he's so much losing his mind, but right up to this point, I felt like he's been slightly out of touch and not on the same page with Josh Alexander.
Right, which I think they're trying to sell a little bit, right, on this?
Right.
Okay. Because, like, Josh is all disinterested in the back. But, Jaybone, you were going to say something.
That I was just going to say that. You got to watch Josh Alexander's body expressions, his facial expressions throughout this whole thing, where Page is just all emotional. He's like borderline bipolar here. You know, he's like all in the camera. Maybe I did it. Oh, you know what? I did do it. And he's just going, and he backs off. He's all, showing the size of his ego. And Josh is just like, fuck, dude, really? Dude, really? Yeah.
Basically, Josh is doing this.
Come on, man.
Oh man!
Yeah, and it leads to a great match at Final Resolution. So yeah, it's we'll have to see what happens with Ethan. It's a giant question mark as far as his future in this company. I'm not going to assume anything, but I'm liking the whole unraveling, if you will, of all ego Ethan Page and or the North.
If that's the direction, then I saw it for completely opposite. It kind of lost me in the middle of it, but maybe I should look at it from that perspective, like he's unraveling, and Josh is basically trying to tell him to, hey,
that's not how you handle your business. Calm down. Don't do this.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Tommy.
Thanks, Tommy. Tommy with the wisdom here. Tommy should write a book.
Grandpappy Tommy. Giving us all life wisdom.
He should go on the spoken word tour after he's done.
I wasn't thinking Pappy Tommy, I was thinking more Popo Dreamer.
Popo Dreamer.
Pappy. I would watch Tommy Dreamer on a spoken word motivational. I know Bill would front row, but I would go pay for Tommy Dreamer talking about, like, back in ECW, I ruptured a testicle and had to piss blood for 3 nights. That's how you know you're a man.
Stories are so wild. I love Tommy Dreamer. He's just a national treasure.
Yes. He should. I think he should write a book when it's all over. Like, that guy's gonna have stories, man. Like, absolute stories.
How many chapters on Paul?
Oh fuck, half the book. Ending with how he wanted to murder him at WrestleMania, whatever that story that was. Like he told a little while ago. Jesus Christ, Tommy Dreamer. Holy shit.
Oh, howdy ho, brother.
That's one of my favorite sound bites we got in here. Like, it's so out of context. I just love it.
Howdy-o.
I did it to my. I got it at my building. One of the maintenance guys in my building. I just saw him in the elevator. I was like, "Howdy-o, brother." What the fuck am I doing? The fuck am I doing? He goes, "Hello, sir. Good to see you. Happy Monday."
You've fallen into the wrestling abyss.
I have, man.
What a mark.
Total mark. Total mark. Total mark. Bad enough when my girlfriend calls me a mark. And we'll be in public sometimes. And I'm like, "Hey, look, hey, it's steel chair. You need one of these upside the head because you're such a fucking mark." I'm like, what is wrong with me? I don't know. You know, shit. I gotta stop going to Target. Anyway, god damn, I'm fired up today, Bill. Could be the caffeine I had at 9:00 at night tonight. Maybe that's doing it.
Caffeine rush.
All right, Jaybone, pull up your thing. Pull up your clip here on Twitter. So let me set it up. Tennille's backstage with Caleb with a K. And they find Alicia, who is backstage looking for Sammy Callahan. She ignores everything Tennille is saying to her, basically. And she sees Sammy. And then he's making his way down the hallway. And she jumps him. He just starts dragging her. It's for Eddie. She's pissed off about Eddie. So she starts choking Sammy from behind. He kind of laughs it off. And now we're going to watch the clip of the shitty security.
All right, here we go.
I loved her in this.
Now he's doing, I don't know what he's doing there. Is that karate?
I want to see this again. Hold on a sec. I need to see this again.
We need some slow-mo. Ingrid's doing the slow-mo.
Ingrid pointed out there's slow motion here. Which one are we watching here now, Bill?
All right, we're watching that guy right in the middle. Right in the middle.
So,
Okay, the middle guy.
He's right between her and Sammy, so he's protecting himself while putting space between Alicia and Sammy. So
she swipes the back of his head as they're pulling her back, and that's where
Let's
his
see if
hand
she
goes
connected.
up.
Let's see a little closer.
Okay, here we go. Let's see. Here we go. We're watching slow motion. She does not
Even if her nails tickled his head, like
she does get him. She does get him.
I think she hit his arm.
She got
He
his
fixed his
shoulder.
hair.
He's doing karate.
Now he's going like this because that's the best move to do in the situation. Protect the face, they always say.
We'll get on top of this and we'll get back to you. Buzz you later. Yeah.
Buzz you later. All right, he's fired. I want him out of here. I want him out. I want him out. I don't want to ever see. I never want to see that guy. Ingrid, I never want to see that guy on Impact Wrestling television again.
You've stepped over the line now. You've taken it too far.
I might have, but he's out. Cut his mic. Cut his career. He's done.
I know I'm dating myself here, but I couldn't help think of the classic scene of Andrew Dice Clay from The Adventures of Ford Fairlane, where he is falling from the Capitol Records building, spiraling, downward towards the ground, and they do the close up of him, and he goes, "Oh, my hair."
I'm just saying, red shirt security would have never pulled that move. They don't care about their hair.
Hey, red shirt security from the Asylum was former tag team champions. Put it that way. That security was so good back then that they won the fucking tag team titles. This kid right here, never. And this is me.
I'm trying to be polite here. I'm trying to be polite, but
exactly. I'm trying to be polite, but I'll be honest. Actually, I'd rather be honest than polite here in this case.
Trent, spoilers. I didn't know that.
I just said they need to upgrade. It's got to upgrade security. Got to be tough.
Look at this comment. Okay, I want you to look at this comment.
Shots fired.
This is tonight's machine gun segment of the night. This is the machine gun. The shitty security guy gets taken over me.
It gets worse. It got worse, Trent.
It got worse. Wait, hold on. Is there worse?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. I didn't take any pictures with anybody. What are you talking about? Oh,
Selfies, Trent? Really?
Machine gun of the night. Okay, look, I took a picture with Rohit, right? He's my boy. We go back. We got history, okay? We're both brown men from the South Asian descent, trying to make it in the business. That's my guy, all right? I took a picture of Rohit. That's it though, Ingrid. Give me a break. Bravo did call me out on it, though. She's right. She's right. Bravo's like, you can't be doing that shit. I'm like, I'm sorry. Fuck. She's killing me. All right, I'm done. Bill, take the show over. She killed me. She castrated the mark today. That's what she did. Look at Jaybone. What are you doing? I'm fucking done, man. I'm fucking done.
It's not ending. It's not ending.
Jesus. I made Ethan Page wait for his fashion photos that he puts up every year. His Banana Republic pictures, like I call them. He puts up Banana Republic photos of him modeling on Twitter. I made him wait for that. I don't think that's vital to Impact Wrestling. Jesus. I'm done. Bill,
that's even a part of his vlog now. He goes, all right, we're going to go shopping now. Check me out.
Exactly. Man, I am done. She destroyed me. Shit. This is fuck.
Who booked this?
Damn it. All right, Bill, you got to take this over. The next segment is Swinger and Deaner. I need you to start this off. I need a minute here. Go ahead.
Swinger and Deaner, the match.
Well, whatever you can call a match from that. They didn't really get off the ground, I guess.
No, it did not. Now, Ingrid could confirm this, but honestly, I think I was so enthralled by the security, I lost track of the official in this match. Because it was Ref Dan Spencer all night, unless Brandon Toll was here briefly. That would have been the only time we've seen him this night.
Can we confirm Spencer, I think, refed every match tonight? Am I crazy?
Someone said they thought Toll was in this match.
I don't think I
whiffed briefly, but I don't remember seeing.
Did Toll ref or anything tonight?
So I don't know if he was there. It definitely was a Daniel Spencer night.
Yeah, Spencer was. He's not in here. He must be beat, man. He's definitely not in.
He was there earlier. He was there earlier.
Was he? Okay. I think he did. I think he reffed nearly every match. It seemed like I was like, shit.
Yeah, this might be the only time he didn't.
Okay,
but that was for 1 minute of a match.
I'm looking at it right here. Yeah, it is Toll in this match.
Okay, so briefly, that was the only Toll we had tonight.
That's it, man. 1 minute into the match, Bill. That was it.
1 minute of Toll. Then it was all the Spencer show.
That was it. 1 minute. Eric Young and Joe Doring come out, interrupt. They take out Jake. They take out Swinger. They take out Deaner. And then Eric Young cut a fire ass promo here, though. So okay, I'm gonna let Bill take it from here because this is a theory you've had since the beginning of this, and I'm gonna chime in on one thing. But the whole what Eric Young said tonight alludes to something you've been saying. So go ahead and elaborate on
it.
Yeah,
this goes back to the Bound for Glory trailers, where he's in prison and he's talking to what seems to be himself. And it's like, is he a multiple personality, or is he talking about some type of stable or group? And he refers to us.
Mm-hmm.
That's where he starts referring to us. Now we've seen that repeatedly every week. We got Big Joe Doring in there as his. Oh no, Jaybone's pulling a Trent.
Are you taking a selfie?
But he's now his heavy. You gotta post
that. That's great. Post that up, Jay. But go ahead, Ben.
My office is a mess. I ain't posting that shit.
But now, so he's got Joe Doring. And then he's still talking about us. And then I noticed he's been right before he did it tonight. Mm-hmm. He was putting that on social media about there's a cure. There's all this stuff. Like he was getting like real life. Like obviously there's COVID overtures in what he's saying, and he's kind of saying us as well. So he's getting deep, Eric, on this stuff right now. And I don't think it's the end. I feel like we're about to see this grow. This us is going to be something that could be taking over, because right now, every week they're running roughshod over the roster right now.
Yeah, he said this is going to.
No security guard could stop this group.
Especially that something. Okay. Anyway,
hey, but Ingrid said he puts the ring together very well, so kudos.
Alicia, did you catch something with what Eric was saying? He was repeating the lines from the Bound for Glory commercial that he did when he was in the jail cell. And like, I'm big on callbacks, especially like thrillers, horror movie callbacks. I know you watch a lot of horror movies. Like one big thing is callbacks to like shit that happened in a previous episode or series.
Right.
And I felt like him repeating the lines from that commercial means something, because it's almost like I've been fucking telling you for a month or 2 months already.
Yeah, right.
Right? Like, that's a big thing.
They're definitely building something here.
Yeah. And like the whole him kind of being psychotic, like talking to himself, very Fight Clubbish, like we talked about. I feel like there's something in that.
Oh, like Joe Doring's a figment of his imagination.
Shit, see, that'd be fucking cool too. Like that just should
That'd
like
be
that.
really like Fight Club.
I mean, some next level shit, that'd be interesting. But I feel like he was literally repeating the lines from that promo. I'm like, it's almost like he's been warning us since Bound for Glory time, right? So there's a cool long-term story here. Go ahead, Alicia. You're gonna say something.
I was gonna say, think of it this way: Joe came out of nowhere. Like this guy wasn't even a speculated acquirement for Impact. So if they're gonna hit us with shit like that, we're not gonna see what's coming. Granted, we suspect things, but I'm in for the ride, and I think it's gonna be quite a surprise.
I like that. You're right, because he really was like zero speculation, zero like rumors, nothing. Like all of a sudden, it's just this big dude. Like he's
there in the ring.
It's like, there's got to be something. There's more. I think there's a deeper story layer to all this.
Yes,
and it's like tonight was the biggest clue to me, Bill. Like him repeating the lines from that commercial to me was like, there's something there, man. There's something we may have missed, or there's something he's been like telling us. I'm looking forward to seeing where that goes.
Yeah, who knows with Cody? Let's see. We'll see what happens.
And then
Cody, we'll talk about that because he gets fired up.
I think Cody was on fire today. We're coming up on that in a second, but very, very cool. Poor Swingman got knocked down. He got taken out. You don't see the Swingman get like beat up too much.
For a second, it was like, could Swingman be part of us? He's like, yeah, daddy. Oh, but it didn't work.
Yeah, he's an innocent Swingman, man. He's innocent. He's not tried for murder anymore.
I'm surprised we see later. He might have to blame the Brizzods.
That's right.
You guys swing?
Hey, listen, good for Swinger though. He made it out okay. He made it out alive at least. But we go back. Go ahead, Jay.
Barely. He got dumped on his noggin.
That's true. Poor guy. Knockouts champion backstage. Deonna is back with Kimber. They find Jim Mitchell, and they're all going to. She's kind of like asking, hey, what are you going to do about all this? He's like, you don't know how this works. You're going to have to figure out how this works. It's not as easy as you think. And she's like, well, we're going to go find Sue. If you need Sue, we're going to go find her. Don't worry, we'll get her. They just tell him to get ready, stay on call. And now we go backstage to Cody and Jake. And Cody is just fired up. Jake's like, look, we got to calm down. We got to get our head together. And Cody just fucking lets it loose, man. This was an incredible promo by Cody Deaner and some cool history because you find out him and Eric Young go back 20 years to the beginning of their career. First day friends, travel buddy in Canada, training school buddy. And it was like, damn, he was fired up though, man. Jay, I know you love a good old school promo. This was as old school as you get.
Yeah, and they brought a little realism with it, and that just makes it 10 times better. When you bring out that authentic past, and boom, then it's real, and it sounded great. Yeah, this is personal now. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Cody now, and it almost looked like there was a little dissension between he and cousin Jake, but
that's what I thought they were going with. I thought Alicia and I have been, I think the two of us have been more on breaking them up and making Jake something for like the longest time. And I thought this was it. Like, I swear to God, I thought this was going to be it. But I guess not. Go ahead. Sorry, Jed. No,
it's okay. It could still come to that. But I think this chapter is certainly going to be a part of that. What happens to Cody in this? How does Jake react to it? Is Jake going to be there for him? Or is this something Cody has to do solo? There's a big picture here. We just got to wait and see how it plays out. I'm a little worried about the Deaners, but we'll see what happens.
Could this maybe lead to Jake splitting off? Like he's like, dude, I can't handle you. You're out of your fucking mind. Or like Cody turns on him.
Cody might be one of them or us.
That's what
how
I'm thinking.
Eric Young keeps Because why else would he bring that up? Like, I feel like that was so random for him to go in about how he's got like that kind of history with Eric Young. And like after he got jumped by him or whatever. So now the gears are turning a little bit. I'm thinking it a little more clearly. Maybe there's something up with that.
It is interesting.
This could maybe be it. Maybe this is it. This is what maybe we get Jake out of this. We get a split off and Cody can do something fresh, try something new. I mean, that promo tonight was like nothing I've seen from Cody Deaner before at all.
Refreshing to see him serious.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because he's always, he's kind of goofy, laughy, like it's like tongue in cheek serious. But like this was like straight up, I'm pissed off, angry guy. And
intense, yeah.
The last time we saw him this serious was when someone took their beer. They took our beer.
Yeah, exactly.
And even that wasn't that serious.
Yeah, of course. No, absolutely. That was kind of like the wink. We're pissed off, kind of thing. But
it's always serious when it comes to beer. I believe it.
Don't mess with a Deaner and their beer. Come on.
We have visuals of Jaybone letting you know that. I meant to do this one with the beer. Because I already did the machine gun segment of the night, but Jay sneaking the sip of beer. Where is that clip from, Jay? Where were you on camera sneaking a beer sip?
You gotta ask Kyle that one. That's his detective work. I think sometimes Kyle graduated from the Tommy Dreamer School of detective stuff.
Sneakery.
Sherlock scumbag.
Yeah.
Sherlock KL.
This has me interested, even though like some people are like, well, what's going on there? Young now, like what he went from the belt to this. It's like, nah, there's a bigger picture. I'll be like, there's more to all this. There's layers here.
Yeah. This is going to be like we thought at Slammiversary we were going to get a faction or two. We got nothing. We're factionless around here. So
true. Yeah.
Could us be the big faction? No aces and eights, no Team Canada. Could it be us? Maybe. We thought EC3 might have a faction. Maybe. No, maybe not.
Not yet.
So I know another Jaybone news. I think Kurt Angle out of nowhere is like main event Mafia.
Dude, he was putting that out there today. I don't know. Alicia, did you see that? Like Kurt
I did.
Oh yeah,
and I'm like, what is in the water this week?
Seriously, man, there's some shit going on. But Kurt Angle putting out pictures of it was like so ominous to it, just like a picture, and it just said "Made of Mafia Forever" or something. I was like, on a Tuesday afternoon, like 49, 50-year-old Kurt Angle just sitting there going, yeah,
like 10 years after the fact.
Like, what the hell's going on here, man?
Hey, it's Made of Mafia. You can do that anytime.
Hey,
was there like an anniversary to that? Hey, where's Critical Sting? I want him to. He's our trivia guy. Maybe it was an anniversary and he just put it out.
It popped up in his remember when timeline.
Facebook memory.
Yeah. Thanks Facebook or whatever.
I could have sworn they debuted in like a September-ish kind of time frame. They were in Vegas. I know that's when it started. And I remember them going to a Vegas show in like a September. That's what happened. But hey, if those guys can come back, so can this guy.
I can turn it on anytime, Pat. Come on, no problem.
Speaking of, once again, I don't know if you saw it on Access, but on the watch along during one of the flashbacks, we had the fish market match.
The fish market brawl.
The fish market brawl, but they didn't finish it.
No,
we didn't get to see the finish.
One of the most classic matches in TNA history was
Impact Plus.
Impact Plus, that guys, it's on there. We go to the next segment's awesome, probably the show stealer for me. Deonna and Kimberly in the ring, and she's calling out Su Yung for haunting her a couple weeks ago. She says she wants to end this now. This is it. I'm sick of this. The Undead Bride, so this creepy new Undead Bride music hits, and the Undead Brides come out, bridesmaids, and it was fucking crazy. And afterwards, Jim Mitchell comes out, and he's like, "Look, Sue, you don't want to do this." And I'm sorry, back up a second. Was her music a little different? I thought Sue's. That's why I pointed out. I thought Sue's music was a little different. That's why I pointed out that it was different.
I thought his was.
Well, his was the new church music.
Yeah.
And he came out to the old new church music. I thought they remixed hers. Maybe I'm wrong. But she came out. He comes out, says, you don't want to do this, and tonight you're going to pay for your sins. And this other eerie, like horror music starts playing. Creepy, eerie music. And then the bridesmaids slowly walk out on the ramp and surround themselves around the ring. And it's fucking cool. The visual is cool as shit because you have Sue in there with Deonna and Kim, right, Jay? And then the brides. I know Jay was popping for this on the watch while I talk about it.
Yeah, this is something we have not seen in a long time was the undead brides. I mean, since before all this COVID shit happened, because, you know, the fewer people on staff, you know, you only bring in who you absolutely need. And so, yeah, this is something we haven't had in a while. And it was interesting because Father Jim Mitchell actually had Sue's undead brides turn on her. And then it was just easy enough for Deonna to put her. What was that driver moved call again? It was what was it? The Gotch? Oh, the Gotch driver?
Yeah, Gotch driver.
Man, devastating. Colt knocked her out, and the undead brides carried her lifeless body away while the sinister minister just cackled all the way to the back. I mean,
it made her swallow the mist.
Yeah,
Deonna, she had her in a choke
on the poison mist. Yeah,
which I thought was brilliant that she choked her, so she had to choke on the mist but she changed the name of the Gotch driver. It's now the Cosa Nostra.
That's what they say, because that's what she won with the title, but now it's been renamed.
Yes.
Isn't that a Barry Manilow song? Hey, do the Costa Nostra.
The Dance of Love.
What's Jaybone? No? I'm gonna have you. No, I'm just gonna have you.
What? How did you do?
So something tells me this is going to backfire.
Okay, go ahead.
As it often does when Sue Young's involved.
True. So she gets carried away. Jim Mitchell involved, bridesmaids. What could happen? Let's put it that way. Let's predict in the chat too. What could happen here? Like, where can this go? Because she's kind of outnumbered too, right? Let's take that into consideration.
Unless they bring Susie in.
That's the guess.
Well, that's what they wanted. Deonna, no, they want Susie.
We haven't seen Rosemary and Taya.
Not the show, yeah.
And I would say maybe Havoc could like lend a hand, but Havoc's a little preoccupied with the tournament right now with Nevaeh. Yeah. But we haven't seen Rosemary and Taya.
Yeah. Rosemary and Taya are kind of like, they're kind of in a limbo storyline. They're really doing anything. Like the Wrestle House stuff is kind of exposed. Bravo still has to get back at Rosemary, but in the meantime, maybe, yeah, who knows? There's a lot of places, just some ways you can go with this. Maybe if we get a women's faction. We were talking factions earlier.
That'd be cool.
I think women's faction would be kind of cool too. So
I'd love to see one.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it'd be kind of cool to have one. Usually
a female stable.
Right. Just like a badass female stable would be cool as shit. Especially a bunch of like Rosemary, Sue, Ty. Like, it'd be kind of an interesting stable, man.
IPWF. Rough Riders.
Oh, yeah, that pop in my head.
That's so good.
That was good.
I popped.
Alexi Nicole was awesome in that, by the way.
She was, man. She was. I think
Alexi Nicole.
I'm
miss
down
her.
for her. Yeah, I'd love for her to come back at some point. She was cool. I pop for the new church music every time to this day. 20 years later.
Yeah, the watch along chat was all popping for that.
Oh, that music I get nostalgic as fuck the second I hear it. It does to me every time. And when they played it at the wedding, it was the coolest shit ever. So Jim Mitchell, man. Jim Mitchell for the Hall of Fame next year. I'm putting it out there right now. That's a day one dude again.
It's gotta happen. I mean, and you know what? And this is gonna end up costing Kimberly and Deonna Purrazzo. There's a price they're gonna have to pay, and I think it's gonna have to do with these knockout tag titles. I think that's the price that they're going to have to pay. They're going to get knocked out of the tournament.
Could happen next week.
It could. That could very well happen. We'll find out. Next week's going to be an interesting one. We'll see where kind of things end up a little bit, and then because it's gonna be the go home for final resolution, so they're leading up to some stuff there. We got a lot going on. Next week's a busy week for sure.
Susie will show up and distract them, and they'll be like, "Hey, what are you doing here? Roll up pin 1, 2, 3. Hey."
I want to know who some of the bridesmaids were, because like you said, Joe, we haven't seen them all in a while, and you're not getting too many people at these tapings because of what's going on. You're spaced out, but man, there was 5, 6 of them, 5 maybe. So
Jim Mitchell,
I had trouble.
Was it 6?
Was there 6? I thought it was.
There was 6.
There was 6, right? Yeah. So that's a lot. So I mean, I wonder who some of those were. Are they
not since Spinelli. I haven't been able to ID one in quite some time.
My friend Becky, who is DJ Z's wife now, was one of them once. I know that for sure. Because she told me afterwards. I didn't know that. She's like, "Hey, I was one of the bridesmaids at Impact." I'm like, "No way." She showed me. I'm like, "Holy shit." Otherwise, the only one, like you, Bill, the only one I've ever been able to identify is Spinelli. That's it. Like that one time or 2 times she played it. But that I can never tell who the rest of them are.
Well, there was a few times where they brought her in and she was featured in a tag match where she was featured as the undead bride.
That's
right. Undead bridesmaid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because she could wrestle. Because she's a good wrestler.
2 scoops?
2 scoops. But no, I think she was about to retire and then unretired now or something. So she's still around. So that's an interesting one. This was my segment of the night for sure. We go backstage. We get the narrative camera initially on Bay, and he's like, "Hey, what's up? What's going on?" It's just like the Blair Witch camera, and then all of a sudden it shifts, and it's Moose telling Chris Bay like, "Real power isn't given, it's taken." He goes, "If Bay doesn't win against Swan for the next title, he's going to be gunning for him next." And Bay's like, "I don't know what's wrong with you, Moose. Like, you're fucked up. I don't know what's gotten into you. I don't have time for this shit." I am still not feeling this thing with Moose just yet, man. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm off. I just want it to be a little more natural. I feel it was too, I know he's supposed to be robotic. Go ahead, Alicia.
No, I was just going to agree with you. We need a little progression as far as what maybe a little intention might be. Cause so far he's just talking good to people.
Right. And it's like, I want another level. I need another layer here in order to be like, where's he going? Because I get it. He's kind of, the idea is like he's somewhat possessed by the narrative. I get that. Mm-hmm. But it's like, where are you leading this to? Can you give me a little more inflection in something, be a little more natural? Like I want to, right now, there's certain times where I feel like he's playing this narrative, but I want it to be like, no, I want you to really come off naturally like you're possessed by this. Yeah. And let me feel, because it's such a, and Mark and I were talking about this, it's such a harsh transition from like him being like, oh, my precious with the belt to becoming like, I'm possessed by the narrative. So it's like, give me a little bit of more in between to fill in some of those gaps and just make it a little more smooth.
Is he still carrying the TNA belt around?
I didn't see it on this one. Bill, did I miss that?
Last time we saw him, he had it. This week, I did not notice it.
Yeah, this week he didn't have it.
Because so is that like, I don't know, does that, I don't know how I'm supposed to be asking this. I can't get the words out right.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, yeah, he didn't have it on this one.
And it might make sense once we get to the main event.
Could be, because he's looking at something else. Yeah, he didn't have that on this, but either way, Babe blew him off. He's like, I'm out of here, man. I ain't got time for this shit. So, like,
hey, he's just a guy on the couch.
Pretty much. But he got rid of him. He's like, I'm out. I'm out. I can't do this. So it would have been cool if he said,
howdy ho, brother.
I'm going to use that all week. Every time I see somebody this week.
It's the new come on, man.
It is the new come on. That's great, too.
Come on, man.
I mean, that is the line of the president coming up here now. Like, I can't wait at the inauguration when he just said, like, do you, Joe Biden, you won't take the presidency? Like, come on, man. Like, I really want to hear more of those. If he's in, I want 4 more years of
come on, man.
constantly.
Look, the only way you were going to hear that at the inauguration is if they like drop the Bible on the ground right in front of him, right as he's about to swear him in, and be like, "Come on,
man."
We'll see what happens. But that's a great line. It's a great line.
Now, T. Hughes here, going back to the bridesmaids, he thinks those visitors we know that were at the tapings, Kenzie Page, and was it Kayla Cassidy?
Oh,
I don't know. I have to take a closer look. Maybe Kenzie Page. I don't know though. I'd have to look.
Could be right though. I mean, they're backstage. Why not?
Makes sense. You're there.
I would not say no. Well,
that would make sense because how would they fit him in?
Kenzie Page had some. She's one. I'm trying to think of her picture that she took backstage. She had shorter hair, correct?
Yes.
I have to look to see. Yeah, I think there was one with shorter hair.
There was one or two of them with the short hair. Yeah, I distinctly remember that.
Get Sherlock Dreamer.
I could see that being the thing that they, that they were there for and more, but not gonna say no.
I mean, Jim Mitchell, he dug them up from somewhere.
There you go. There's your answer right there. Both no matches. So there it is.
Confirmation. Breaking news. Jaybone, you got news.
You got news. Thank you, Ingrid. It's the nicest thing you said to me all day. Is confirming with the
Oh, she didn't stop. She didn't stop.
Oh, come on, man. Come on. All right, you already got your
Mark.
The body's not even.
I took one picture with a dear friend of mine because I was happy to be there with him. All right. Look, I'm gonna take it. Even though that happened a month ago, I'm gonna take it on the chin this week. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let that happen, even though hey, just because I obliterated the security guard who happened to put up a ring. But you know what? I helped put up the wedding stuff when during the wedding. I helped that. What about that? I cut out 100 goddamn pieces of the Bound for Glory canvas. What about that? I don't get any credit for that. The goddamn security guard's too worried about his fucking hair is getting credit over me. This is bullshit.
Hey, at least he couldn't take pictures of any of the undead brides because they couldn't cast a reflection.
Man, this is horrible.
I don't believe him. I like when we come back from a clip and Jaybone's kind of looking like, the fuck? you sound bit me? What the fuck? But all right, we're main event, guys. This is it. I think we're wait, hold on. No, there was one more backstage segment. My bad.
Oh, yeah. There's another match.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I skipped that. My bad. Carl Anderson first. He hates to interrupt Gia Miller.
Oh, yeah.
But he wants to answer back to Ethan Page, and he says, "You're on. You're on for Final Resolution." So that's fully on in a week and a half. Then we get the X Division title match. Rohit, the Defeat Rohit challenge is officially Crazy Steve taking it this week against the champion Rohit Raju, which I thought was a great match. Total X Division style. I loved it. This was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
But Crazy Steve does not win. He's a victim of cheating, where Rohit steals a victory, grabs the ropes. Daniel Spencer does not see this again. No! Daniel Spencer, I swear to God, we've seen some Rudy Charles on the throwback show missing like major shit. But this one, I'm not gonna say he's at that level at all. But damn it, Daniel Spencer, you missed out. Crazy. I personally, I really thought Crazy Steve was gonna take it tonight. I don't know why. I'm like, the guy's been there a long time. Maybe this is it. That's the upset of the day. I thought it was gonna be Crazy Steve, Bill. Maybe I could see him doing it too. I could see him being a champion.
I'll tell you what, this is as good a Crazy Steve match as we've seen in quite some time.
Exactly. That's why I had that in mind.
He has it in him. But they gave them time, and Rohit was the right opponent. It was a good mix. This was a really good match. This was near, like, the Sioux was probably the angle of the night, but this was the match of the night. And it was a good match. Obviously, the tag match to start off was really good too, but this was a really good match. And I liked how someone in the watch along even said he got him with a Rick Martel pin, which is very true.
Yeah, it was. That's a good. I didn't catch that reference. That was good. No, it's cool, man. But I like that the story progresses with the X Division belt because it's like, man, who is gonna beat him at this point? because Steve couldn't get it done. TJ in the back, later on is like, I don't know what's going to happen. Like it's kind of up in the air of who's going to take it. But this was, you're right though. This is probably one of the better Steve matches I've seen, and he was on. So which shows you, if you feature some guy out, you give him some time. Say, hey, this is your shot. Get a real run for it. The guy can deliver, man. And I know Alicia's been a huge Crazy Steve fan for a long time. So, and you do have a couple T-shirts, right? You have Crazy Steve.
Yes.
T-shirts.
I have a menagerie T-shirt.
Yeah. Oh shit! Are you serious?
Yeah.
The freak.
The
Who
freak.
remembers the menagerie? It was
Steve debuted on my actual birthday, like back was 2013, something like that. So I think that just like kind of keeps it memorable and why I'm such a fan, because it's like, oh shit.
One of these episodes, I wanted to bring back the little bike, the little trike.
Oh, and the balloons.
Yeah.
The balloons.
Classic
man.
Steve.
That is some old school Crazy Steve, man. That's a Crazy Steve we don't really talk about much. That's a different incarnation.
Well, the current one is a mashup of his Decay and prior
That's
clown
a good point.
Gimmick.
That's a good point. What's going on Jaybone's screen? I just see a cattail just blocking. You're right, though. It is. That's a good point. I didn't even think about that. That's a total combination of both. Interesting. Very, very. Yeah, the menagerie. Critical Sting. You can confirm what year they debuted. I thought it was like 2014, 13, 14, around there. Could be wrong, but yeah, the Freak, Rob Terry, Crazy Steve, and God, what was the big guy's name? Nutsy, yeah. And then there's one more. We're missing somebody in there. Oh, Rebel.
And briefly, the Freak.
Yeah, we said the Freak, Rob Terry. Rob Terry under a mask.
The Freak.
Rob Terry.
Oh, he was under a mask or helmet.
Yeah, he was like Lord Humongous.
Basically, yeah, he was.
Oh, like the strong man in the circus.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was like those, like they even had some like vignettes, or like Nux was like, yeah, had to go back home, man. Get in touch with my carny roots, and like the circus needed me, and like you brought the circus to the Impact and shit. Such an interesting little story.
I want to point this out. We skipped over this, and I actually wrote this down in my notes. Thank you, Ronan, for pointing this out. In the last promo, Carl at the end of the promo says he's like, "Hey, I got friends too."
So yeah,
he's got friends.
J-Lo, you predicted it was going to be a certain somebody. Go ahead and mention that.
I think someone's got an open invite to the tapings. Someone who is a good brother to the Good Brothers. Someone who may be a co-host on a certain podcast.
Yeah, not Rocky Raccoon, but another
Romero.
Rocky. There you go.
Rocky Romero. May 8th, 2014, Alicia, by the way. That's what they're saying.
Okay, cool.
Rocky Romero, who perfect replacement if Gallows is going to be out. That's kind of cool. I mean, I'll take Rocky Romero. He's been hinting. He's been kind of lurking around in a way with the whole talking shop and all that. So he's kind of in the fold.
Wait, did he survive that match at Talking Shop-A-Mania 2 where there was like missile launchers and zombies and shit? I'm trying to remember because that one was insane. Like
parallel dimension, Jay. That's what it is. Parallel dimension. I mean, he might have survived, or maybe he didn't. Either way,
are you talking about like the Marvel multiverse? Is that where you're going with this? Because if you are,
I'm thinking like alternate timeline, like Back to the Future 2. Like it's here, it's just kind of down here and doing its own thing.
Rich Biff.
It's Rich Biff.
Sports
man.
Almanac.
Yeah, the goddamn almanac, man.
Great Sports Almanac.
Great.
It's Earth. Almanac. It's Earth 971.
All right, take it easy, Jay. I really, you're losing me, Jay. You make these references.
Sadly, understood about half of that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I just saw Spider-Man Far From Home, and Mysterio makes a reference that there are several different Earths. Excuse me, Oreo. I'm trying to make a point here.
Okay, Boomer.
Kira and Tasha backstage, fired up about their semifinal match. Most importantly, they're stoked to spend Fowler's money. I love this part because this Kira's like, "What are we gonna buy? Some Hilfiger, some whatever, Calvin Klein." She was naming off a bunch of brands, like Victoria's Secret. Then you hear Bob Fowler go, How about some Gucci? And they're like, oh shit. Oh, what are you doing here? And he's like, no, I saw you steal my money. And they're like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? He's like, I retweeted it. I literally retweeted the video of you stealing my money. Like, I saw you do it. And they're like, you knows how to use Twitter? He's like, yeah, I do. I literally saw the video of you take my money. And they're like, no, we don't have it. And the best part's them, like, they all have it behind, like, Tasha's got it behind her back, and she's kind of passing it to Tiara. And she's like, they keep passing it back and forth. They're like, no, we don't have it. But next week, we got you. Next week, we'll get it. He's like, next week. And he's like, I got my eye on you. And they're like, no. Look, he's like, you sure you don't have it? Checking behind one's back. She passed to the other. Super slick. Like, this is street style slick. Like, he never caught it. But next week, he's going to have to get the money back. So
they weren't that slick. I know slick, and they weren't that slick.
They weren't checker slick.
They weren't. Yeah, they weren't. They definitely weren't checkers rally slick. Hold on. Whoa. Take it easy, Jaybone.
I have seen that penis.
I don't even know what that's supposed to mean right there, but okay.
Weird placement.
Oh, very nice. Okay. All right. Little too much information for me, but that's okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Russo knows.
Wrong bite, Jiminy Christmas.
Jiminy Christmas.
All right, very nice. All right, listen. So the next week, that's on. But Swingman comes in. This is named Jaybone, your favorite part of the show. Well, Swingman comes in on the two ladies here, and he interrupts them after Follow leaves. You want to set this up, Jay?
Oh yeah, he says some. What the hell does he say here? I didn't write it down. Damn it.
He says
he came in at the end of the segment. I know that much.
He comes at the end of the segment. And I'll tell you right now. Hold on. Why don't you share it? Actually, this is a great segment. Why don't you pull that up, Jaybone? He
you gonna make
pull the Twitter. Pull up the Twitter. It's great. It's great.
You make me find that Twitter box again.
I thought you still have it up, Jay. I thought you still have it up, ready to go. Bill, you want to set it up? You want to mention it real quick?
Well, while he's setting it up, maybe.
Well, he called it the Slingman 2-for-1 special. That's what that's
2-for-1 special.
Yeah.
And he called them the Brizzods.
The Brizzods. But
hey, you Brizzods.
And they're like, wait, what?
The Swingman 2-for-1 special?
But there were so many good one-liners in this, and there was so many good fights in this one. That's why I want Jay to pull it up. It's worth a play.
Yeah, you're right for Kyle, because in the maybe 40 seconds of Swingman speaking, there may be 3 bites in there.
I'm looking at it right at 30. It's 30 seconds total swingers on this, and there's 3 to maybe almost 5 if you want to stretch bites from this. It's so good.
I'm looking it up. Chimney.
When Kira goes, whose uncle is this?
Yes.
He smells like sour juice.
Yeah, whose 80s uncle is this? Like they're all.
What in the video killed the radio stars going on here?
That's the line. Yeah, what in the who killed the radio stars?
You guys swing?
It was, and he called him the Swingman 2-for-1 special. Fucking fantastic.
No, thank you. Oh God.
I just my fair line of it though is the what in the
what in the who killed the radio star?
What in the who killed the radio star is this fucking classic, man. Oh, you got it, Jay?
No, I'm not fighting.
What are we doing here? What are we doing? We're just toying around.
I gotta go through 1 billion Impact Wrestling retweets. Look, I'm already down to Sammy. I don't know.
Lucky for you.
Just continue.
Lucky for you. I'm gonna pull it. I got it right here.
There you go. First guy to like Adam Impact's post about his daughter with the knockouts. The coach, Scott D'Amore.
Look at that. I'm gonna play it here, Jay. I'm gonna share it here. Take a look here. I got it pulled up. So here we go. We're gonna play this. I'm gonna share the audio. Here it is. Okay. All right, here we're gonna play this right here.
You Brizzods ever heard of the Swingman 2-for-1
Uncle is this? It's the only come back and get they uncle for real with your sour juice.
Your sour juice.
Yeah, if you don't, God, if you better try again. Go back home, go to your closet and try again.
Eddie. Not guilty.
Not guilty. I love like the fist pump constantly. Not guilty. Well, the heat, Daddy. That was so goddamn good. We need to clip that.
Even Oreo liked it.
That one needs to be clipped, guys. That's soundbite central on that one. We get Crazy Steve having a little chat with the monkey, following the loss. TJP comes in, hangs out with him, consoles him. Brian Myers walks in. He's like, "Look at this fucking clown." He goes, "Again with this unprofessional crap." TJP finally gets sick of it, calls him out. We got a match next week. So they're keeping Rohit staying safe here, man.
Yeah.
Nobody's getting close to this belt. And what I love about this is that it was like a month ago, people were like, it's going to be TJP's going to come in a suicide or manic suit, and he's going to be it. Going to win the belt. And it's been like a month since, and he hasn't done it. And I think that says something that it's like, keep building it. But I love it. It's like, it's not predictable. We all thought it was predictable, but it's not. Like, it still hasn't happened. And you've had 3 opponents since then. You got Brian Myers in the mix. A lot of shit going on here, man.
Hey, you might see TJP post Super J Cup. We won't get, honestly, we'll get a storyline after that.
You sure might, man.
TJP's getting farther and farther away from the championship because look at the match. Look at what he's got next week.
That's what I'm saying. Like TJP, as predictable as we thought it was, it definitely is not. So it's kind of cool.
I think you're looking at that's probably the Rohit's next challenge is probably between obviously maybe a different version of Brian of TJP, or is it Brian Myers?
I don't know. I'm thinking Brian Myers. This is okay. Wait, Mark mentioned something about Deonna. He says tonight my wife mentioned Deonna sounded nervous and her voice was shaking. I laughed and I told her no. She always sounds like this. It's so true. I'm telling you, she sounds like she's like tearing up all the time.
It's very emotional.
She might be nervous. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Sometimes you could be on TV 100 times and still be terrified. Like, or that's just her voice.
That's just her voice. Like she's done interviews and maybe one day TNI, we hope. But she that's her speaking voice. She speaks with emotion. Her cadence.
Yeah.
Well, she was strong.
Well, the Kiera thing was Tessa. That's how she said. That whole Kiera thing was Tessa.
But Tessa had the shaky voice too. She always sounded nervous when she talked.
She totally did. Totally did. And that's where I got it from. Because she was
You're right.
Do you want to go at me, Kiera? What? Are you crying? What's going on with you?
Anyway, Deonna's got a beautiful voice. Sounds like bells of an angel.
That's right. Yeah, there you go. We agree.
That made Bill very happy.
And after this deal with the devil, it's going to be angels crashing into hell.
Oh,
hey, that's Russo. How you doing?
I don't know what was more random, that one or the Don Callis.
I have seen that penis.
You mean that one?
I mean that one.
Okay, just checking. Just checking. Nice. All right, main event, guys. Chris Bay, Willie Mack. Was this for contendership? Did they say it was for contendership?
Yes.
Okay, I don't have.
I believe so.
Well, I know. Well, Bay has the title shot, which we know. So I don't know if they announced it here that it was for the number one contendership.
Well, if it was, Chris Bay shouldn't have the title match.
It wasn't for. Hang on, let me go to the.
Well, yeah, because Willie wins.
Willie won.
But it's like, wait a minute, like, where are we going with it? Like, Willie wins, but then
it was perfect writing because Willie won, and Willie hasn't won in a while. It shocked us all. We were like, "Whoa, Willie won!" The Mac, I was doing Mac is back chance. I was going nuts, and then all of a sudden, totally different answer. Josh Matthews' closing lines are, "Chris Bay stands like tall." To end the show, and he's the man tonight. Like he's the man on top, and like. The guy just lost the match, but he did come off as the man in top. That's a great thing. Like Willie Mack's the winner, but Chris Bay is he won the battle but lost the war.
So it says he it's in a roundabout sort of way. It kind of was. I'm going to read this. This is off of ImpactWrestling.com. It says, Chris Bay has gotten underneath the skin of the world champion Rich Swann as of late. Over the last several weeks, Bay has pushed for a world title opportunity, but Swann stands by the notion that opportunities like that need to be earned. This Tuesday at Impact, Bay steps into the ring. Come on, Oreo. With Swann's best friend, Willie Mack, in an attempt to do just that. Will the ultimate finesser prove to Rich Swann that he is worthy of a world title shot? So he's still trying to earn it. So it's official, but it's not. He's trying to climb the ladder, and he has to beat Mack to do it, but he doesn't win the match here. Jiminy Christmas, Oreo, get the hell out of here.
What's going on at the Animal Farm here today, Jaybone? I have seen 17 cats go by your face on this show today. I see tails.
One cat 17 times.
What is happening over there? What are we running here? What kind of shop are we running here, man?
It's what Bill said. It's one cat 17 times. It's all Oreo. It's the Oreo TNI show. Welcome to the.
It got all worked up with Impact. Oreo's all worked up. It's just pacing.
Okay, I'm all sorts of confused on that one, where it goes, because Mac does win, but I'm like, okay, but did Mac need to win? And then because we're going to, now the focus is off that to me, because Bay's going into the title shot at Final Resolution, which we confirmed at the top of the show. Moose came in, took out Willie. Swann runs in, sends Moose out of the, holds up the world title. The camera shot here was money, though. Mm-hmm. At the end of the show was Bay was in the ring holding the belt, cameras, and then Moose on the ramp over his shoulder.
Yeah,
like it was artsy as fuck, because it was like, wow, that's cool foretelling or foreshadowing of like something, and it was a really, really cool way to go off the air. But
and then they did the close up on Bay looking up at the title, and he's shaking and sweating like, oh my god, this is what's meant to happen right here. And then 10 minutes later, boom, it's announced.
It was a really well done segment for sure. Like I'm a little confused on some of the comings and goings and the whole thing of why Bay didn't win and he's getting the title shot. Where's Willie go from here? There's a little bit of misstep for me in there, but that aside, the way they cinematically shot it was really, really cool. That got me, and I can dig that. So, for that sense, I'm in. So we'll see what happens at Final Resolution. I don't know where you take Willie from here, though. I have no idea. Like, he won, but it's like, what do you do with him now? Does he still fight Moose again? They fought like 3 weeks in a row. So I don't know. Bill, let me pitch it to you on that.
Well, I now you're saying he does have a win over the number one contender. So he did. Oh, and then he did hand it off to me.
Literally.
We thank you for your service, Trent. I didn't know Ingrid did that much damage.
That was not Oreo's doing. Swear to God.
But I would say Chris Bay, he did lose. Like, he lost to Willie Mack. That's got to say something. The guy's going to be in the main event at the next pay-per-view, and he Willie Mack beat this guy.
Right.
So for some reason, Chris Bay wins the title, which titles are changing hands a lot at Impact Plus specials. If the World Championship switches hands and Chris Bay becomes world champion, Willie Mack is right at the front of the line saying he should get a shot.
Ah, okay. I can see that. Yeah. That's interesting. Plus, you got Bay going to Japan or doing New Japan. Imagine him walking in with that belt, man. Ooh. Okay. All right. There's something. Okay.
You could have the Super J Cup and the world title in one night.
I mean, that would be
guy's a machine.
That'd be fucking cool. Plus, like if he walked in. Well, okay, look, I hit the wrong. Man, Ingrid's been on fire with me today. Holy shit!
This is vintage Ingrid right now.
Yeah,
this is vintage Ingrid. This is Ingrid like summer 2020 Ingrid, where she was just
I'm gonna vouch for
peppers, man.
I'm gonna vouch for Trent right now. He was not busy taking selfies as he exited.
I was gone for like 8 seconds. I was trying to brighten my screen. I hit the wrong button. I guess Control F3 closes the browser. That's what just for future reference. Hitting Control and F3 will close the browser. So
maybe it was Sammy Callahan.
Yeah, maybe it was.
ICU.
That was ICU, probably. Do you think you forgot? You forget about me being a hacker? Who knows? And boom, I'm out.
Yeah.
Kind of did.
But he still does it with the lights.
Once in a while, he'll still do it.
Once in a while. So I don't know. Wild Stallions.
Wild Stallions. Sometimes ICU. He'll tweet under it once in a while, just like randomly. It's like, don't forget where I come from, And then he's back to being Sammy. I don't know. Weird.
I can't wait till he's champion again.
I can't wait. I need a new Sammy Callahan era. Yeah. I need a second properly done Sammy Callahan era of champion. Please. How do we not have a Sammy Callahan soundbite? Bill? I'm gonna question you on this. We don't have we don't have a Sammy Callahan.
Yeah, we need at least a 45 billion.
I need at least 45 billion.
That son of a bitch.
Yeah, we really don't have a Sammy Callahan.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if even in passing there's something that's somehow
related. We've never had one.
I gotta blame the scumbag on this one.
Yeah.
Pathetic.
How's performance? Yeah, it is. Well, that's the show, guys. We go off the air. That's how we went off the air. We're set up for Final Resolution a little bit. We got next week's show as well still to go. So a lot going on. The build to hard to kill continues. There's a lot happening. The company's really, dude, they got new people coming in and out. There's new faces. There's new stories, titles, new people being elevated. It's a really fun time to be a part of this company, to be a fan of Impact, because there's just so much shit to follow. Not status quo, very unpredictable like some of the other companies out there. Not me taking a cheap shot. It's more like you hear reviews and people tweeting about other companies, and it's like it's so predictable that people are just talking about what's going to happen. They already know it, and that's usually what happens. This company throws you curveballs left and right, and it keeps you interested as a television viewer episodically. I love a good sitcom or a good episodic drama, and this is for wrestling. This is it. Nothing has compelled me more, and this year has been awesome, and it's continuing. So definitely, guys, keep sharing your feedback to Impact. Anything we talked about on the show tonight, make sure you hashtag it Impact on Access TV, tweet it to the execs, to the writers, whoever. Let them know what you like and what you don't like. This company clearly listens to people, listens to fans. So they are listening to you. If you read this comment, I can't even read it anymore. I'm blinded.
Security guard will get promoted to head of security just to spite Trent.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Ingrid, as long as you made it like head of hair security, because that would be if you do a pun with it, that would be good.
I won't get hired.
But see, who else pays that much attention? We pay attention to the security guards on a weekly basis.
Absolutely,
is what we do.
Look at that.
We're analyzing every move a security guard makes on this review.
That's
what we do.
That's a great point, Bill. We, there's no doubt this is the best Impact Wrestling podcast show in the world because of that reason. We pay attention to the fucking security guard of all things. He's
been the vocal point for the whole show.
You never know what you're going to see, but a guy kind of looking from a first appearance that he was playing with his hair in the middle of a scuffle is going to stick out to me.
Absolutely. Basically, Bill set me up to get buried today is what happened. That's exactly what happened today.
You could say I had an assist.
He set it up to say, that security, I really botched the segment. I'm like, oh, no shit. Let's call him out. So he threw me into the fire today. Bill Garter comes on the show that I helped cultivate here with that scumbag Kyle. First he leaves. Now I get and nice guy Bill over here sets me up for Ingrid to just machine gun me all night.
Well, I didn't know she had that much in her arsenal.
Unbelievable. We'll stand. Bill, not once did you stand up for me tonight, but that's not the other thing. Jaybone sits there quiet. Okay, Jaybone's and then Alicia's got the alliance with Ingrid, so I can't even penetrate that force field at all.
Ingrid's right. This is like the creeper. We need to get him on the show.
Get him on the show.
We need to have discussion on his security skills. What look like maybe karate. We need to figure this out. What was how he diffuses situations. We need to get to the heart of his security guard stability going forward. The coach needs it.
All right, Bill, book this guy on the show. Book him on the show.
I need to know who he is first. Like, do I go to the yellow pages? What do I do?
Well, you go to Twitter and you ask Ingrid to put you.
Security guard.
No, okay. Go ahead, book him on the show. I'm putting the challenge out to everybody there. Book him on the show. And this guy wants to go toe to toe with me. Ingrid wants to say I don't do anything. Ingrid, half of your roster can vouch for what I do in indie wrestling in Chicago, but that's okay. That's okay. She's gonna dog me for the things I don't do. That's fine. Because the security guard is not going to get one up on me, guys. I'm going to take that security guard out. He's going to need security for the security guard. That's what's going to happen. Okay, so that's what's going to happen. Bring the guy on the show and let him take me on one-on-one.
You know what I think we need? I think we need a match. Lish versus the security guard.
First, we need a match verbally. If this kid can cut a promo as good as I can, let's go ahead and see what kind of chops the kid's got. All right, let's see what he can do. One-on-one, mic to mic, face to face. Bring the security. What the fuck's his name, by the way? Can we get a name to this? Let's get a name. Let's get a name, Ingrid. Let's get a name for this guy.
And who? Did Tommy Popo train him? I mean,
Dave, I'm not trying to write a book on the guy. All right, take it easy. All right, let's relax. Let's relax. That guy's walking around backstage still saying shit like,
"It ain't no secret. I need a job."
All right, so I don't care who's trained him yet. Let's see if we can cut a promo first. Anyway, all right. Guys, that's the show tonight. That's what a hell of a show this was tonight. Holy fuck. We're under 2 hours. That's a great thing. Well, let's get our plugs in here, guys. Let's start wrapping this up. Don't forget, keep tweeting Impact on Access TV the night of the show. If you keep tweeting that stuff, it really keeps the action going for Twitter and social media and stuff. So keep doing that tonight, guys. Let's get our plugs in here. Alicia, on IG, where can they find you?
On IG.
That's
under
it.
Alicia BKK.
That's it.
Exactly
Only
how
IG.
it's spelled in the handle.
That's it. It's right on screen. And it's those listening on audio, it is in the description of the show. Jaybone, you got several things going on.
That's not how you spell Instaneck as IG. That's
IN. What's your thing? Go ahead, plug it.
It's IK, neck with a K. It's
IK?
Like Caleb with a K.
I know.
It's European. It's fancy.
Sadly understood about half of that.
On Jaybone. Get your plug in here.
Fancy neck. Anyways.
It's for Gile.
It's Italiano. Hey. You can find me over on that other little podcast called Smashes Podcast, where we're smashing all things wrestling. It's on the YouTube. It's on the Twitch thingy. It's on the Instaneck, the Twitter box, and the Facebox.
Jaybone on his other channel just reviewed Final Resolution 05 as a throwback, little Saturday night throwback he did, right, Jaybone? So check that out, guys. It was fun.
And that was one of the first pay-per-views that I watched as a fan, and watching that and reviewing that brought back a ton of great memories. So if you want to go down memory lane with me, head on over to Smash This Podcast and go watch the Final Resolution 2005 review.
Nice. Good. Check that out, guys. All right. What else we got? Bill, where are you at online?
You can find me on the Twitter and the Instagram at my name, at William M. Gardner, Gardner.
Very nice. Guys, get in there. You guys can find me at Trentzuberry over on Twitter, box, as the Jay calls it. And then the show, guys, at We Talk Impact, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or just type in Total Nonstop Impact. Comes right up on everything. Audio platforms. The show is available on every audio podcast platform. iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, Spotify, Amazon, Pandora, on everything. Rate, review, subscribe, guys. Get it there. Our audio numbers are like crazy lately, actually. And so huge shout out to everybody listening on audio. A lot of international folks listening on audio. So thank you guys who do catch it later in the week. I've been seeing the audio numbers I got to share it with you guys. It's been nuts. I've been looking at it. Totally mind boggling. So all the folks listening internationally later in the week, I think it's usually all the European folks after it airs in the UK. Then they start watching it, UK, and then the South African channels, all that stuff. Like our weekend numbers are nuts. So thank you guys so much for that. And chime in anytime. Let us know where you're listening from. We'd love to know where you guys are at. Check it also, ProWrestlingTees.com/Total Nonstop Impact. If you didn't order a shirt during the sale, you missed out on 20%, but you still can go buy one at full price over on Pro Wrestling Tees, twitch.tv/Total Nonstop Impact. Guys, don't forget to follow and subscribe, and then YouTube at Total Nonstop Impact as well. Don't forget, guys, the UK team, Bison and Joe, there's a new episode from them breaking some news down from last week. Also, Bison just dropped a new interview with ODB. It came out yesterday, man. Great interview. It is the legendary Knockouts champion, former Knockouts champion and tag team champion ODB. She was more than happy to sit down with Bison, talk about her truck, her food truck, her career, where she's going, what's going on. So they had a lot of fun on the YouTube channel and audio right now. So that's it. Bam. Am I missing anything? Has everything, Bill? Did I forget anything?
You got the Discord. Hop in there.
Discord.
Always talking. But yeah, you covered it.
There we go. Thursday night, guys, we do the throwback show, episode number 50 of NWA TNA. We're going to break that one down. It's the 1 year anniversary. Sting's debut at the company. That's going to be on Thursday night. We're doing that. And then Sunday night is the open forum.
Spoiler.
Well, they told us last week with the really cruel graphic. Remember?
I didn't. But I got to catch up on 49 first. You just spoiled it for me.
Well, that's your fault. You weren't here. Bill and I held it down last week.
I'll tell you, Jay, after this many years, I don't know if spoilers still, you can claim spoiler.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
I suppose after 17 years, I can't say shit. Yeah.
No. If it's not spoiled, I'd be surprised.
You want me to tell you who Darth Vader is too?
Take it easy, Jay. Take it easy, Bill. Come on. All right, listen, guys. That's going to be Thursday, and then the open forum and Impact Plus on Sunday. We talk explosion, open topics. We do about an hour, hang out with you guys. The Sunday dinner, as Kyle calls it, which he never shows up to. So, we do it anyway. We carry on. But I think that's going to do it for us, guys. Thank you very much for hanging out. We appreciate it. Thank you to Ingrid for just roasting me like a fucking marshmallow at a camp today. It was unbelievable. It felt like the early days of the pandemic all over again. So I appreciate that. Guys, we'll talk to you later. Have a great night. Have a great week. We'll see you Thursday night. Good night, everybody.
Find me the name of this garbage show again that I'm on.
Total Nonstop Impact.
My name's Sean, capital letter E, period, Bravo, and you're listening to the Total Nonstop Impact Podcast.
This is the jaw-jacking Tuesday Night Impact, and his mother called him son because he shines like one. Mocha skin manimal, Rohit Raju, and you are watching Total Nonstop Impact.
This is Taya La Güera Loca, and you are listening to Total Nonstop Impact.
The Walking Weapon, Josh Alexander, and you're listening to Total Nonstop Impact.
We are the Rascals. And you are listening to Total
Nonstop
Impact Podcast, baby.
Woo! And what you're really listening to is Total Nonstop Impact. Don't you dare miss a lesson.